Okay, so what we have today is cosmic collision energy. And what I want you to do is I want you to watch the X-Men Dark Phoenix 2019 movie. And if you've already seen it, watch it again. Because that's the kind of energy that's going on right now. Our DNA is being activated, our powers are being activated, and we're having cosmic collisions. And cosmic collisions everywhere. So go ahead and look up that movie, X-Men Dark Phoenix. And the thumbnail today, I call this my Buddha shirt, but you can call it whatever you like. Okay, so yesterday, since we had that 10 of cups stuck in the deck of the biblical tarot, I'm going to go ahead and get the cards for us. We'll get the cards for us for the Light Seer. Okay, we got the Light Seer deck here. And we're going to go ahead and shuffle. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse randomly. So somebody's getting unstuck and they're seeing that what's really going on is a cosmic collision. Now, we can go ahead and look up what cosmic collision is here for those of you that don't look stuff up. And I can already tell you, cosmic collision. Definition of cosmic collision. A cosmic collision is the violent encounter between two or more celestial bodies or particles in space, resulting from gravity pulling the objects together. This is also about your twin flame. These collisions from subatomic particles to vast galaxies are a fundamental force in the universe's evolution, acting as both destructive and creative events. They can result in the birth of new stars, new worlds, the formation of moons like Earth, the end of an era, such as the dinosaur extinction, and the eventful merger of galaxies. So this is some serious stuff. Yesterday, from this deck, we had the Ten of Cups in reverse, and I said this is very serious. And I like the part that says, a massive asteroid impact 65 million years ago contributed to the extinction of the dinosaurs. Okay, our Milky Way galaxy will eventually collide with the Andromeda galaxy, and they can cause catastrophic destruction, such as the impact that wiped out the dinosaurs. They are also essential for creation, potentially delivering water to young planets and forming new stars from colliding clouds of gas. So with that being said, that's some explosive energy I'm feeling. And that came up before the movie came on. Then the movie came on and they just went together just like a cosmic collision. So between the movie and the cosmic collision energy, be ready. Be ready for your twin flames and you to connect. We also have St. Michael we're going to talk to. And on the bottom of the deck randomly, he has on here, detach from the situation, but it was in reverse. And so was the stuck card. So I'm getting the idea that you figured this out. Because randomly at the bottom of the deck, after my shuffle, is the Ten of Cups again in reverse. Now, how weird is that, right? That was the card from yesterday that was stuck in the Biblical Tarot deck. And I said, this is not fantasy land. This is really serious. Then I got the download of the Cosmic Collision. Then I watched the movie. They said I had to tell you about the movie. I got my Buddha shirt on, right? And then we've got detached from the situation and the Eight of Swords, both in reverse. That's enough right there to say something major is happening and it's going to cause cosmic collisions. That's some major stuff. Okay, so we're going to see what's underneath the Ten of Cups, Eight of Swords in reverse. How did those two cards get together, huh? This is amazing. Eight of Cups and Eight of Swords and Ten of Cups in reverse. Everything I just said. And we just shuffled. Okay, so these cards wanted to come out. Okay, we've got the King of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands with the World in reverse. So what that's telling me is somebody's still concentrating too much on Pentacles and they need to concentrate more on love. Your soul contract's in play, so you start thinking about soul contract versus how can I make more money in the matrix. And it's an in and out energy, but it's a yes, because it's like one day you feel all about love, I can't wait to get my twin flame, and then the next day you're like, fuck that, I'm just gonna try to make more money. Okay, it's like you're flip-flopping in and out. So you've really got to make this decision. Do you want this cosmic collision? Do you really want this soul contract? Do you really want to be serious and move forward? Or are you going to keep staying in fantasy land? And I think you're realizing that you're postponing your own power. The World card is the most powerful card I can pull from the deck, but it was in reverse. So you're holding back your own power. Now, in that movie, if you watch the movie X-Men, The Dark Phoenix, that's exactly what the movie is saying, okay? You have unlimited power. How are you going to use it? Are you going to give it away? Are you going to keep it? Are you going to let it become untamed? Are you going to tame it? Are you going to use it for good? Are you going to use it for bad? Everything that movie talks about is what's going on right now with this World card in reverse. You, again, are the only person that can get in your own way. So it's a great outcome. It is a yes, but you've got to stop this in and out energy. It's really got to stop. And she, in that movie, her name is Jean. She, in that movie, is a perfect example of what I'm saying. So please watch that movie if you haven't. Okay, then we've got the Page of Cups in reverse, and that's just telling me that you're not in love enough. You're too much in Pentacles. We just said that. And then we have the Devil in reverse, but he's not winning, okay? You're seeing this. Everything I'm saying right now is going, yeah, I see it. I see it. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So again, we've got to put the Pentacles on the back burner. And we've got to decide to move forward and do our soul contract. But this is all part of the soul contract. So it's not like you're doing anything wrong. It's just Now's the time for the cosmic collision. Not later. This is the time. Okay? So we've got St. Michael with, you've done nothing wrong. This is the innocent card, and that's just what I said. You are seeing this. This video is saying yes, 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 Ace of Wands. But it's that in and out energy, and I'm just trying to get it to be more focused. Just like the movie, they were trying to get her to understand that she has to take action and she has to control her powers. And I don't like to say control her powers because we're not really in control of much. But we can decide whether we want to work for good or bad. We also have the decision to leave the matrix. We also can get rid of the pentacle attitude. Some of you, I'm being told to sell everything and take that money and go with your twin flame and start a new project. And that's for most of you, okay? The ones that don't have any money, they can't sell everything, then we have to wait again for either the redemption appointments, or we have to think of new ways of making abundance, which, again, that's hard to do when I'm telling you to leave Pentacles. So if you fall into that category where you don't have any kind of abundance, then it's going to have to be a different kind of an abundance. It's going to have to be volunteering at your community services. It's going to have to be starting your own YouTube channel. I mean, it has to be something weird and out of the box. But you've got to get those powers. See, that's what we're talking about. You all have special powers, and they're being activated right now. So what are you going to do when you come online? What are you going to do when you start getting on fire and seeing these powers, right? Are you going to hide them, or are you going to use them? Any of us that are on YouTube doing what I'm doing right now, that's using your powers. I'm using my intuition, my channeling ability, my energy reading, my tarot reading abilities to try to help you know what the energy is today. Okay? So you've done nothing wrong. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Okay? So everything's going good. You are on track. You're getting unstuck. The devil was in reverse. It says to take time making this decision, so you don't have to go and sell all your property tomorrow or all your businesses tomorrow. But you know what? He's got the look. Yeah. So it's in that field. Detach from the situation. So just what I said, you can take time. You can get a bunch of different quotes. You can get a bunch of different options, but we definitely want to detach from the situation. Remember, the World card was in reverse. We want it to be upright. We want you to take your power back, but we want you to use it correctly. So I'll give you an example. If we gave somebody power that had 5 restaurants in the United States, he probably would just put that money into those 5 restaurants, where we don't want that. We don't want him to focus on Pentacles. We want him to sell his restaurants, add that to the powers that we gave him, go with his twin, and make a new project. That's the most perfect example that I can give. And it's literal for some. But most of you don't own 5 restaurants. But just catch my drift. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. That's the same as catch my drift, St. Michael says. Okay, so we want to decide to be happy now. That's giving me the energy again of the Ace of Wands, where it's in and out. Yes, I listened to you. Yes, I'm going to do it. And then by 5 o'clock tonight, you're not doing it no more. Okay? So God is in charge. He's going to give you downloads and visions. He's going to help you out with this. And keep your eyes on the targeted intention. But again, the targeted intention shouldn't be the 5 restaurants. The targeted intention should be selling the restaurants, getting out of the matrix, getting away from the toxic people, getting away from all the power being used to delegate and run those restaurants. Put it all in a pile, get your twin flame, and move on to the world mission project, your soul contract. So this is a really deep reading. Definitely look up the movie X-Men: The Dark Phoenix, and definitely look into cosmic collisions if you need more information scientifically on that. Okay, I am Miss Mystic, 1606 on the clock. Thank you for listening.